Hello and welcome to a very Christmassy Songs of Praise. I've come to the King's Church of England School in Wolverhampton, where, like many, they're preparing for their carol service. Now, many of the carols we sing today are traditional. We've been singing them for years. So I've come here to see if a new generation can come up with their very own carol from King's. Meanwhile, David's finding out about the famous carols from King's.
I'll be with the choral scholars of King's College, Cambridge, preparing for the 60th anniversary of their world-famous carol service.
We have the final part of our moving story of the World War I Christmas truce.
We've got a little gift for you here today that we'd like to exchange with you.
And I'm in Nottingham train station meeting the artist, hoping to show these commuters the true meaning of Christmas.
We have a feast of festive music for you, so let's begin with the first of our candlelit carols. Well, I'm here at the King's Church of England School in Wolverhampton, where music is a really important part of their curriculum. So we thought we'd set them a challenge. Can the pupils write and compose a carol in just one school day? You up for this?
Yeah! It's trying to get across that he's a king and he's meant.
This group of keen music students, made up of different ages, have already been composing for 2 hours. Some are working on the verses, others on the tune, and it's already beginning to take shape.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
They're making great progress, and we thought we'd bring along someone to help. He's the winner of BBC's The Voice. It's only Jermaine Jackman.
His time is on the spotlight. Get to lessons now. Hey guys, so how are you guys getting on? What have you written so far?
So we've caught up with the whole of us tune now.
And what do carols mean to you guys?
I love music, and it's a way for me to like sing praise and worship God, talk to God, but in a singing way and in a musical way.
So let's listen to a bit of the chorus.
Okay.
He came for our salvation. The King is finally here.
That's fabulous.
All who heard it were amazed and said. See, because it's the same, and we thought we wanted to switch it up a bit because it's a bit repetitive.
It's nice to have repetition because then it's going to be catchy, and then people are going to walk away humming it and singing it in their heads, and that's exactly like it, because as soon as I'm hearing it, I'm there humming it in my head. I already recognize the melody as it is. If you want to turn to one of our Bibles, Matthew verses 18 talks about the three wise men as well as the birth of Jesus Christ, and I think we should look at some of those lyrics as well, in case we wanted to change something.
So Jermaine, how are they getting on?
They're getting on really well, but they still have to teach it to the choir and perform it in less than 4 hours.
Wow, there's no pressure then. Well, one man who's enjoyed success writing hymns and carols is Graham Kendrick, and here's one that's become a real favourite. Over the past 2 weeks, we've been following a German and English family whose relatives kept diaries of their involvement in the World War I Christmas truce 100 years ago.
We exchange souvenirs. I pull a button off my coat. A German does the same.
In that tradition, our families are also exchanging gifts, just as their relatives did.
So, Anna Rose, I know that 100 years ago our grandfathers were in this area, they'd been at war, but on Christmas Day they came together and they spoke and they exchanged gifts. And we've got a little gift for you here today that we'd like to exchange with you. It's actually a photo of Private William Tapp, our great-grandfather, during that time.
I also have a photo of my grandfather, and I will give you this. Very interesting, thanks.
Yeah.
I take it home to my father and give him. It's a fine photo.
But the truce was short-lived. Just months later, the last entry in Tapp's diary ends mid-sentence.
They're still sending rifle grenades over, but we can get out of the way of them as the shot goes.
It's thought that Private Tapp died in battle in April 1915, but he's not forgotten. Alongside 50,000 other British Empire soldiers with no known grave, his name is etched onto the Menin Gate in Ypres.
Wow, I can't believe the number of names. It really kind of puts into perspective the amount of people that died in the war.
Yeah, I wonder where William Tapp is.
Oh, he's somewhere around here. If we look for the Royal Warwickshire Regimental panel, we'll find him.
Yeah,
Can you see
him? Yeah. Wow.
I feel proud to see his name up there, that he's been recognised, that he gave his life.
we see through his diaries that he had a real personality, and we find that, you know, really inspirational.
He was quite a character.
So,
yes.
yeah, he was a real character, and so to see the name up there, it's quite special.
I think he would be proud of you. I always say, if they would say something, he would say, "Thank you for coming."
Yeah, that's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Every evening on every single day of the year, traffic at the Menin Gate is halted and a ceremony is held to remember those who fell in the Great War. Tonight, both families are laying wreaths.
It was quite nerve-wracking because it's such an important ceremony, but it was nice though. It was nice to lay the wreath for our great-grandfather and for all of the other soldiers who lost their lives, who were remembered.
I am overwhelmed of all of this ceremony. It was very great.
So after all, the Christmas festival, the festival of love, caused the hated enemies to be friends for a short time. I will never forget this Christmas.